What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Spencer, and my last video I showed you guys two combos with Infernoble Knights. So how does it look in actuality? How does it actually play out? I've played quite a few duels with the deck. I've changed it. You guys know I make all my decks my own. I think I talked about that in the combo video too. I got rid of the Phantom Knight stuff. It doesn't make sense for me because you have to give yourself a chance going second, like some chance at all. You're guaranteed your opponent's going to have some form of interaction. It's just, that's how Yu-Gi-Oh! Works, and if they don't, it doesn't matter what deck you're going to play, like 99% of the time you're going to win anyways. So, tomorrow I will be giving you guys the deck list for this, but for now let's talk about the videos, and as I go along I'll tell you about my experiences as well. So I'm playing Crystal Beast, and I don't think he puts up too much although I think I've seen a Crystal Beast, which is like Infinite Negate. This is a popular deck just because of nostalgia and whatnot. But so let's see what I can do. He just ends with a Time Thief, so that's fine. I really don't mind. I go ahead and shoot off this Lightning Storm, which is something that you may not have seen in some of the builds, but I just got to clear his board. I can't deal with interaction at this time. So, and here's Aqua Dolphin. I talked about this a little bit, and I said it could take hand traps out, and I don't know if it's in this duel necessarily, but I did have one where I took out a Droll and Lockbird, which is quite important for things like DDR. So this is like, again, it's the best play starter I think in Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, I mean I really do. Here's I sold, which is how this card has not been touched or banned. I guess it just hasn't won anything. Like Konami doesn't really ban things. Konami doesn't ban unfair cards unless they start topping, which I guess makes sense. But you guys know the combo. I'm not going to really talk too much about it. But so as we do this, I'll go along and I'll kind of tell you guys. So in the handful of duels that I've played, I almost want to compare it to Raid Raptors just because I know it so much. It's another combo deck. And I know it sounds crazy that I'm comparing this to Raid Raptors because no one ever talks about them. And that makes sense right now because I don't have the support. When Phantom Knights come out, I'm telling you, it might just be as good. The only advantage to playing Infernoble Knights over Raid Raptors post Phantom Rage is that they're usually able to deal with hand traps a little better. I don't know what that's worth. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you would prefer consistency, but let me give you the opposite. I've made full combo, and I have not won. When it comes to full combo with Raid Raptors, I've won 99% of the time. One time I got Sphere Mode. Nobody plays that card anymore. So that's just my take on Infernoble Knights. But obviously, if you're able to go through, your chances of winning are just significantly much better. So he's got nothing. I'm going to Smoke Grenade again. It goes on every turn, and that's kind of the win condition. But if your opponent already has an established board, it's just okay. And then I can just summon Gear Free. I mean, you guys can see how quickly advantage is going to amass, obviously. And there's also another thing with this deck that is like, in comparing it to Raid Raptors again, because at the very least I'm just so familiar with it. So I try to see if I can get something. Nothing's there, which is fine. Getting, first of all, just getting a knowledge about your opponent's hand is like stupid insane, and seeing it twice as well. But if you can open with Aqua Dolphin, you just know what you're going to be playing against. And in my case, he had absolutely nothing. Cosmic Cyclone literally doesn't matter. But as I was saying, you know, there are a lot of bad bricks in your deck, like really bad actually. And I'll just keep this playing. But if you hard drawing your DDR is fine, but if you hard draw your Phoenix Sword or anything else, your chances of getting your DDR do go down, and it's almost like a brick. And if you just straight up open with Plague Spreader, you lose the duel. You can't do your combo at all. It's like everything's centered around that, and you have to be able to send it to the deck as part of the combo. And this is full combo extended, which is, look how stupid this is, honestly. So I did the combo one that you guys saw in 2 days ago video. There's another combo with Godfrey. Well, I just did full combo, and I just so happen to have God Phoenix Gearfried in my hand. So I'm going to take a card out of his hand, Everything, all of his monsters are banished instead of going to the graveyard. Here's a monster negate. And this is obviously another Omni negate as well. So I can just take whatever out of his hand. I'm just gonna hit one of the traps because I think it destroys. So I'm like, okay, one less piece of interaction to play through. I'm really just waiting for anything decent to come through, and I'm like, I can send any equipped spell with Gear Freed, so really it's a waste of him. And I get that he's trying to bait me out as well. I definitely don't want Magical Musketeer to go through. It's just I don't want him to gain any advantage. And at that point, I already knew what he had on his field. There's nothing else that's going to be a threat. So here's the last one. And let's see what I can do. He's playing a Ritual deck, and to my knowledge, he does stop me. And here goes the Ghost Ogre. And 3 Tactical Talents is like uber important for this deck. And I have my play starter going next, so I'm obviously, like, this is the reality I want you guys to see. I obviously do end up winning this duel, but you're going to face this a lot, and you're not always necessarily going to have an extender. Now, the thing with Isolt that many people just don't understand, and when you play more experienced players, they would, but a lot of people like to Ash Blossom. They like to use their hand trap on Isolt's first effect, which hurts you, but ultimately it's not the end of the world. The more important effect is sending Armageddon to keep your combos going. So I know he doesn't have anything else here, and I'm able to just kind of keep going. But you guys kind of see, you know, in my opinion, the power of running these blowout cards, because this is not a tempo-based deck. You can't go fast and slow. You're looking to go all out on your first turn. Whether that be turn 0 or you're going second. So instead of adding Ash Blossom or Infinite Impermanence, I run these just massive blowout Dark Rule No More's Lightning Storms to give myself a chance going second. And if you draw it later, it really doesn't matter. Again, like I said, like your end board is your win condition. Your extra deck is spent by the time, you know, your full combo goes through, whether it's the first combo or the second one. And here we go. I'm just going to rip a card out. He's already low on advantage anyways, but go ahead and get rid of that extra Foolish Burial. I don't want him sending a Herald to the graveyard, getting access to, you know, basically anything that he wants. But those are the 3 gameplay videos. Like I said, guys, please be sure to get ready and check out the deck profile tomorrow if you're interested in this build that I have. I think it's not unique, but I think it's the most streamlined, and I think it's the best when you don't know if you're going first or second. But that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Other than that, I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.